message out, do it properly, and I'm happy to advise and help out any way I can. But I'm going to try to, stay separate from anonymous.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to join in.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely, you can come.
I appreciate that. You have to understand the way the Scientology.
Thanks for the call, Cormac.
Excuse me?
No, go ahead.
Okay. They have to understand how Scientology works. Scientology believes these people are criminal. They are going to be going after them big time. And they are waiting to tar and feather all the critics who've been at this for a long time with whatever brush they are going to use.
Well, let me ask you, because when did Scientology come on your radar?
Well, they found out about me in '99. I was working quietly behind the scenes anonymously myself for a year before that, and I finally got up the nerve to show my face, and it was very scary. But I decided, okay, I'm going to see if I can help out some way in spreading information.
Now,
once I did, I went to a picket. The first time I went to a picket on L. Ron Hubbard's birthday when people flew in from around the world to picket in L.A. I videotaped the picket. I wasn't picketing myself. I was just videotaping the protesters. The next day, I told I was living in the hills in L.A., and I told the police officer who lived in the house above me, it's possible, now I don't think this is likely, it's possible that they may someday come here and picket me, which they were doing, the critics at the time. And I said, I don't think it will happen, but you should know that. As I say this, I look out the window, and two Scientologists showed up with picket signs.
Well, and I've heard stories of they'll flyer your neighborhood.
They did that, yeah.
With,
they did that.
Child abuser and pedophile. And...
Right. It read, "Beware your neighbor, Mark Bunker." And this is how I found out about it. A neighbor called me that morning and said, "Are you Mark Bunker?" And I said, "Yes." I'm supposed to beware you.
Have you ever considered perhaps, maybe looking for the sex offender list and just send those people to protest?
I've got my hands full as it is.
Reversal of fortune kind of thing?
Right.
Be careful.
I like
so Chester the molester is a fine, upstanding citizen.
What I like to do is just tell the truth about Scientology, and they don't like that. All they want to do is say, read a book.
Well,
their PR person will come on and say, Mr. Bunker's telling lies. You want to find out about Scientology? Buy a book.
Well, and and we've invited anyone from Scientology who wants to ring in. We've had their people on before. They have a whole media wing, which I found kind of interesting. Very, very nice man, but he didn't much care for me. 312-0983-866-908 Talk. Mark Bunker, the director, Emmy award-winning director, creator, producer for XenuTV, online at XenuTV.com, or I guess, now do you know the fine folks from, was it Xenu.net?
Yes, Andreas Heldo Lund in Norway has Xenu.net, and that was the first site that I went to when I started looking into Scientology. And I think it's the primary website for people who are interested in finding out information.
All right, let's talk to Roger from Toronto. You're in Maxworld on 98.3 WOW FM. What's up, Roger?
Hey, how's it going?
I am doing excellent.
I had a question for Mark.
Shoot.
Actually, I was at a protest in Toronto last Saturday, and we were all wearing masks, of course, because we're anonymous, but whatever. And there were Scientologists in the building, the Toronto building, and on the street coming right up to us, actually, with camera phones taking pictures of us. I was actually curious if you could shed some light on that. And what
that is something that will happen to everyone. Scientology will be photographing you. They will be trying to find out who you are because you are a threat to them. And you have to be aware of this. Now, I know that Anonymous has been saying, go to the pickets and wear a mask. In some places, that's illegal. And frankly, I think it's best to just show your face myself. I'm not afraid of Scientology, and I'm willing to, give my name, show my face. However, you have to be aware of the consequences of that. And they will send PIs out to track down people. They want to know who you are. They want to know everything they can about you. If you're driving to a Scientology event, don't park anywhere near the building where they're going to be taking pictures of your license plate. Be aware of some of those situations. I was actually arrested in Chicago back in 2000 when I was trying to do an interview with two dentists who were defrauded out of $100,000 by Scientology. They were trying to get $20,000 back for courses they had paid for in advance but never took before they left.
No refunds, basically?
Right. For 2 years they've been trying to get those refunds, and they couldn't. Well, they called me. I flew up there to interview them. We went to the org, as they call their churches, to shoot a little part of the interview. The second we arrived at the building, two guys in black leather outfits came running out of the building past the dentist, grabbed me by either arm, and they were off-duty police officers, and they arrested me for trespassing on a public sidewalk.
You sure that wasn't the Blue Oyster Bar?
No, but I was arrested. I had to stand trial. I was found not guilty. We hired the top attorney in Chicago to deal with this little misdemeanor, trespassing charge, because we know the way Scientology works. They are going to paint you as the biggest criminal alive. And trying to explain this to my Chicago attorney, who had no experience with this cult, they couldn't believe it. They went to the same Chicago org then a few days later to take some pictures of the scene. The second they arrived, the Scientologists came out of the building and started questioning them and taking pictures of them and intimidating them.
Okay, so maybe,
at that point, the attorney said, I think I'm starting to get it.
Yeah, maybe doing the show was a bad idea. My name is Ian Paul Freely, and I live at 69 Rise of the Triad Lane, maybe. All right, we're going to do one more segment, if you can stick around.
Absolutely.
All right, we're talking with Mark Bunker from XenuTV. He is a critic and expert on Scientology. If you got questions, we've got answers here on 98.3 WOW FM. Thanks for listening to Max World.
Where do you get all this talk?
WOW FM.
Let's dance. It's 3:27 in Max World, 98.3 WOW FM. Mac is on assignment today. We've replaced your regular talk show host with Bradshaw. Let's see if our diners notice. Talking Scientology. You've seen the videos, I'm sure, of Tom Cruise going nutso. Going nutso or bed nutso. And a lot of people, we didn't see this during the risky business years. It's only now. And talking Scientology, and I have Mark Bunker with me for one more segment. And Mark is an expert, and would it be fair to say an opponent of Scientology?
I guess you would say that.
And again, want to make it very clear that followers, believers, look, if it works for you, great.
Absolutely.
I'm
not an opponent of Scientologists.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, whatever you believe, except for furries, fine, cool, acceptable. But the organization does some underhanded stuff. And I mean, if this is truly a religion, if this is truly out for the betterment of man, I have to question your motives if these are the practices. That, if this is the walk you're walking, it doesn't match up with the talk.
Right.
All right, we'll go to the phones. 312-0983-866-9. My God. Anonymous from the Netherlands is on with us on 98.3 WOW FM. Anonymous.
Yes, what's up?
Howdy.
Hi, I'm Anonymous from the Netherlands. My nickname is Who Bastard. And I want to give a fast shout-out to the people in Dutch in the Netherlands. But I've got a question for you, DJ.
For me? Because we lost Mark. We're going to get him back here in just a second. But sure.
Okay, that's cool. Well, what I wanted to ask is that you are basically now a suppressive person. That's what they call it in Scientology, an SP.
Do I get a T-shirt?
I'm sorry?
Do I get a T-shirt?
Well, I can thank you. Well, no problem at all.
All right, Mark's back with us.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, cool. Hey, Mark, what's up?
Hey, I'm on the radio. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Sorry about that.
Hi.
Bad button management on my part.
That's fine.
I'm doing great. Mark, I've got a question to the DJ. The DJ is now basically a suppressive person, an SP. Aren't you scared? Because you know what kind of practices they do?
Well, I mean, what are they going to... I mean, honestly, are they going to have Kirstie Alley come sit on me?
We're going to be contacting you and saying we want to tell our side of the story.
Hey, and
I welcome you to do that.
I'm perfectly fine. And we've done that in the past.
They're going to send you lots of information about me saying I'm a criminal.
Oh, and how much of it's true?
None None of it.
Oh, okay.